Guys, welcome back to the channel for another video. Hopefully you guys could hear me over this exhaust. This bike is quite loud. Oh yes, but my god, is it fun. So welcome guys, this is my brand new bike, the Yamaha MT-10. This is a 2016 model. My god, this exhaust is so loud. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Yeah, it is very loud. But we'll do our best, eh? So this is the full review, well, first review of this bike. There's going to be hopefully many more to come. I just picked up this bike last weekend. So far, really happy with it. Now, the BMW is gone. I have sold that bike, and I'm going to get into a few reasons why that bike is gone. And starting with the comfort. Now, this is something that is probably a bit personal as well. I think the BMW was probably the most comfortable, you know, super sport bike you could possibly buy. You know, my arms didn't really hurt on long distances unless I was going super long, like I'm talking like a couple of hours. So yeah, it was just the arm position was perfect, no problems at all. That's not why I sold the bike. The why I sold the bike was because of the pegs, and the pain on my damn hips every time I got on that bike. And even though that I bought the adjustable rear sets to go on the bike, it was still not enough. I had them in the lowest position, and it was still super. I went for a ride, a 2.5 hour ride down to Wollongong, came back along the highway, and I literally got off the bike and said, I'm never doing this again. It was that painful. It was unbearable. Like, I've never been in so much pain in my life. And again, this is totally just, you know, my experience and my feeling towards, you know, the comfort. Everyone's different. My hips are pretty bad. Let me just my god, this bike is so loud. Yeah, so it was really down to the position of my legs. It was just unbearable, and literally I got off the bike from that long ride down to Wollongong, and I said, nah, I've had enough of this. I'm gonna look for something else. And basically was looking at an Aprilia Tuono, which was really good price. Let me just yeah, so I found a 2017 Tuono that I really loved. It had everything. It had a full exhaust, it had a few carbon bits, it had different levers, it had everything. It was perfect. And unfortunately I didn't sell my BMW in time, and that got sold, which is yeah, a bit of a shame, because that was an awesome bike. It would have been awesome to have that bike, but yeah, anyways, so yeah, I couldn't really find any others, and I went to my local bike shop, which is close to me, called Bike Biz here in Sydney, and they didn't have any either that were in my price point that I wanted to pay, and they had this sitting there, and yeah, I took it for a ride, and I loved it. Loved the sound of this bike, but we'll get into that more after I talk about why I got a bit more why have I got rid of the Beamer. So yeah, so the comfort wise was really the main thing for me getting rid of the bike, and probably realistically the only reason. It was just yeah, it was just too much, and I really do recommend really trying to go on, if you are considering one of those bikes and you're coming off a naked bike, go and ride one for a long period of time, because yeah, it's very, very committed, and the Beamer, like I said, was probably the most comfortable. So yeah, guys, so that's the main reason. Fantastic bike, absolutely loved the engine, the way it handled, everything about that bike was amazing, apart from the comfort. It was just, yeah, too hard to live with, unfortunately. And the next reason why as well, it's a lot of money here in Australia. You know, those BMWs are $30,000. And for me, it was a lot of money tied up into a motorcycle. Hence why I decided to jump back into something a bit cheaper. Still heaps of fun, but yeah, just not as pricey, and definitely got to put a lot more money back into my account, which was one of the other reasons why I got rid of it. But yeah, so they were really the main two reasons, comfort, and I just wanted something a bit cheaper. For now, you never know, you know, going, you know, 6 months down the track, maybe that'll change, but for now, that's what I needed to do. Okay, so let me get off this freeway and I'll come back to you guys, okay? Because it's pretty windy and I don't really like yelling over this exhaust, so I'll catch you soon, guys. Alright, guys, so yeah, so unfortunately they were really the main two reasons why the Beamer is gone. Comfort, although it's subjective, some people find it really comfortable and could ride all day long, some people like me don't. And it is a comfy sport bike, don't get me wrong. It's just, yeah, unfortunately not for me. And to be honest, I don't think I will go, I mean, it might change down the track, but for now I don't think I'll go down that path again with those sport bikes. You know, I've tried it, and yeah, not really for me, not at this point anyway. Be good to have it as a second bike, but yeah, definitely as a first bike and only bike, you know, a do-it-all bike, it's not where it's at. I'd love to own one, have it in the garage, and occasionally go, you know, quick rides on it. But yeah, unfortunately, at this point in time, that's not me. Alright, so let's get on to this bike now. So 2016 MT-10 grey with the fluoro wheels. I'm not sold on the fluoro wheels just yet. They're slowly growing on me for some reason. I thought they would never grow on me, but they are a little bit. So tell me what you think as well, guys. Tell me what everyone thinks out there, if I should keep the wheels the same color or should I paint them black. Now, as you can hear, this bike is very loud. Definitely louder than the BMW. Even with the full exhaust on the BMW, this exhaust is definitely louder. Just constantly louder. The Beamer was loud when you wanted it to be, but you could also really make it quite quiet. This one's pretty loud all the time, apart from when it's just idling here. It's actually fairly quiet, but as soon as you get going, it's bloody loud. Now, things that I like about this bike, obviously, heaps of power. I believe it's nearly 170 horsepower. I'll put it up on the screen right now. But yeah, heaps of power, more than you'd ever need for a very good price. You know, this has only got 4,000 Ks on it, so not many kilometers at all on this bike, which is good, and it's a 2016 model, so yeah, not many Ks for its age, which is what I wanted. I didn't want too many Ks on the bike. Oh, just sounds so good. This R1 engine, just amazing. I love it. I absolutely love it. Didn't think I'd actually love it. You know, I didn't even consider getting this bike. I was actually looking at an MT-10. I really do like those bikes. I think they show really, really good value as well. Being a 3-cylinder, I'm a big fan of 3 cylinders, especially in the Triumphs as well. But yeah, it surprised me. I got on it and I loved the character of it. I think it's got so much character. It's kind of similar to the Tuono in a sense that it almost sounds like a V4, which is really cool. Out of all the sort of Japanese bikes out there, they're all pretty, apart from the MT-09 and this one, they're all pretty much the same. Like, they've all got that inline 4, you know, like the Z900, the Z1000 from Kawasaki, even the H2, even though that has a supercharger. What else? The Suzuki, they're great engines as well, but it hasn't got the character that this has, that's for sure. But don't get me wrong, great bikes. Just yeah, I think these are the closest to European bikes that you can get. What else? Comfort wise, obviously super comfortable. Wide bars, upright position, pegs are quite low. They're not too low, they're still quite sporty, which is good, but definitely doesn't hurt me, which is what I wanted. Nowhere near like the Beamer, which is good. What else? So the things that this bike's got done to it, it was obviously the full exhaust from Yoshimura, from Aquapovic. It's got the bar end mirrors, it's got radiator guard, it's got, what else? That's about it, I think. Pretty much stock. I've got a few plans for it though. So obviously I was going to change the wheels to go black. I still might, but they are growing on me a little bit. We'll see how we go. I'm gonna get a full tune on this bike from Woolwich, so it's booked in a couple of weeks to get that done. So that'll give me an up and down quick shifter, which is super exciting because I don't like not having a quick shifter. It's actually quite weird. The last couple of bikes I've had, they've all had quick shifters, and you do really get used to it. So yeah, it'll give me my up and down quick shifter, which is what I want. It'll also tune the bike. If you notice, it backfires quite a lot. So yeah, can't wait to get the quick shifter, the auto blipper, and it also gives me, I nearly forgot, the Woolwich. I'm getting the Woolwich race tools as well, so that gives you, it gives you a few other things. It gives you the pit lane limiter, which is cool. Not that I'd ever really use it. Gives you launch control. Again, we're probably not going to use it unless I go to the drag strip. What else does it give you? It also gives you a warm-up feature that warms up the engine for you, which is cool. Don't know how much, again, I'll use that, but it's good to have anyways. So yeah, I'm super excited to get that done. I can't wait just to get, it's amazing how much of a difference a quick shifter makes to a bike. I think it'll transform this bike into an absolute weapon. This thing is like bonkers quick. It feels, to be honest, I rode the Aprilia Tuono. If you've been following the channel, I've ridden the V4 Street Fighter from Ducatti. I own the Speed Triple. I'm going to ride the new Speed Triple tomorrow, so stay tuned for that video. But to be honest, this bike is awesome. Like it's right up there with those bikes. I really, and it's subjective. Some people don't like this bike at all. Some people love it. It's got so much pull, this thing. Oh my god. It's like a muscle bike. It's pretty much like a muscle bike. It's like a 1,000 horsepower Mustang. That's what this bike's like. So yeah, I'm really happy with this bike. I'm really happy, and for the value, I mean, under 16 grand this bike was. Under 16 grand. Now, that's pretty good value. That's like 600, price point. And you're getting 1,000 cc's with 170 horsepower. It's got everything you'd ever need. Traction control, riding modes. Yeah, it's a weapon. What else, guys? So yeah, it's got it's so loud. I hope those pops and bangs are coming across. I mean, they probably will go once the bike gets tuned, because it does need a tune. But yeah, it sounds bloody epic. So yeah, the riding modes, I haven't even really, this is the second time I've been on it, and I haven't even put it into the other modes yet. Probably should. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Let's put it in. So there's A, which is sporty, and then there's B, which is the most aggressive. It's a bit confusing. And then there's a standard map. Now let's put it into, when we stop here, let's put it into A. Let's see what A is like for now. But yeah, guys, so yeah, pretty basic. Hasn't got the full cover, the color one like the SP. So there's an SP model which gives you the Olin suspension, which I did consider, but it was a few $1,000s more, and I probably realistically didn't really need it. Down the track, I might even upgrade if I find one for a good price. I really do love this bike. But yeah, pretty basic. But yeah, fuel gauge, this thing kills fuel. Like this thing, I can't believe how quickly the fuel goes down on this bike. So yeah, not good for fuel, but it doesn't really bother me. I know a lot of people have said, oh, the things I hate about it is, you know, the fuel economy, but to me, like, I'm not buying a bike to be fuel, you know, to be, you know, frugal on fuel. If I wanted to do that, I'd buy a scooter. So I'm not really worried about that. But yeah, it does chew through fuel very quickly, a lot quicker than the Beamer, and way more than the Speed Triple RS that I had, that's for sure. That thing was pretty good on fuel. So yeah, Rizoma bar end mirrors, they're really nice, got them put on. I think they look fantastic. I'll get off the bike in a minute and I'll give you a bit more of a walk around. But yeah, super pumped with this bike. There's going to be quite a few videos happening on this bike. Hopefully we keep this one on the channel a bit longer. But yeah, and the handling wise, it handles really good. Yeah, A mode's definitely more sporty. Mate. Throttle feels actually quite good, considering. Like, I don't think it's that jerky at all. Some people say it's a bit on and off, but I don't find that. I think it's yeah, quite good actually. Really easy to throw around as well. It doesn't feel that heavy, although it is a big bike. It doesn't feel heavy. I think it handles really well actually. Go down here. Give you guys a bit of a look why we got a bit of light. Let's just switch it off. Oh, it's quite a tall bike. I'd have noticed that it is quite tall, a lot taller than the Speed Triple that I had. But yeah, guys, here she is. Beautiful Aquapovic exhaust. Love how it's turning blue. Looks amazing. Tail tidy. Looks good. Need to get rid of this yellow number plate. Apart from that, it's pretty good. I love this grey. It reminds me, I said this in the last video, but it reminds me of my old Audi. I had a Nardo Grey. It was called Nardo Grey RS3. Looks really similar. But yeah, the wheels are growing on me. I'm actually quite liking it, especially with the little bits of the fluoro yellow. I think it complements the bike quite well. But yeah, it's awesome bike. Awesome bike, guys. If you're looking at this bike, go and ride one. It will surprise you. It surprised me. Like I said, I was pretty much sold on MT-10. Then I rode one of these. What a bike. Fantastic bike. Looks are very some people don't like the looks. I think personally it looks absolutely fantastic. I think it looks really tough with those lights. It's a bit of a shame only one comes on. You know, it's a bit of that, has that off sort of when the bike's on. Let me put it on for you, show you what I mean. Oh, you can't really see it, but yeah, only one I think is on, because the other is high beam. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying the videos. Don't forget to subscribe. Heaps of good stuff coming. Speed Triple 1200 RS. Super keen to get on that. I get on that tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. That'll be out Saturday night, that video. Super keen to see what that's like. What else we got? I'm riding an 890 KTM Duke 890, so stay tuned for all these videos, guys, and I'll catch you for the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.